Alright, let's get right into it. I'm going to show you guys how to use Skarlet Stagger, so let's just get right into it. Alright, the first stagger I want to show you guys is this one right here. So this is important to know. If you throw this, there's no characters down one that can actually punish that. And this is what a lot of people go into. If Liu Kang decides to throw his forward 4 right where he's at and not dash up, it will whiff. But I don't want to get to character specifics. For the most part, the most important thing to know is that you can make your opponent down one whiff or their mids whiff completely. So there's that. Now, what do you do in this situation, right? So you throw this. You wait for your opponent to throw his down one, and you could actually punish him. So you could do something like this, 1, 2, step back, and then just punish him completely for throwing his down one. You have this move, you have this one, you have this right here, or you could even throw this bad boy right here. So there's a lot of things you could actually do. This is actually hard to show you guys with it being just one person, but to give you guys an example, like let's say Liu Kang decide, oh, my turn, you could just shut his shit down completely. And like, you just have so much range. You put yourself in a position where you could hit Liu Kang, but he can't hit you. Not to say that he can't dash up and clip you. So let me show you. So, right? Let's say he could dash up and actually hit. Oh, it's like, it could be rough though. Like right there, you can get clipped. But what you could actually do is you could actually bait him, dash back, and then throw your poke, or dash back and do this if you think he's gonna do that. Or not only that, you could actually just make him just miss completely. You can just do this right here. It's like, okay, oh, you're gonna do that, and then just make him miss completely. You could actually land a jump punch and actually get a full combo punish from that. But it's kind of hard to do. Or just like right there, I could honestly hit Liu Kang right there with a 30% combo with Scarlet. I just do this and then do that, enhance it. Nothing he could do. So you could do stuff like that, or you can jump up and punish him, or there's lots of things you can do off of this right here. So it's basically, you're setting up Liu Kang, is what I'm basically trying to tell you. You're basically setting up your opponent to just eat shit, basically. Like, they're just gonna whiff completely, and then you're gonna clip them, you know? So there's lots of ways around that. It's just, boom. You can backdash, you know, clip them. You could do this, jump up, but one of the best things to do is to jump in front of him and make him just whiff completely, because his, you know, his forward 4 just goes completely over that. So there's that. There's just lots of options off of just doing this right here. So now that's what you do defensively, you know, if you want to make your opponent whiff and you're looking for that combo. Offensively, you can't go wrong with just doing this right here. It just happens so quick, and you know, a lot of people fall for this stuff, so you just can't go wrong. Just 1, 2, and then you just grab them. You can't go wrong with that. Another thing is that you could program your opponent for this and do the same thing. Like, dude, you're -1. There's even more space in between. Like, Liu Kang cannot poke you or throw his forward 4. You can actually make him whiff and do the same thing that you do with this one right here. So there's that. Another thing is that you can just throw this right here, and what I like to do is throw my forward 4. That's always really nice to do. Another thing is that, let's say Liu Kang tries poking, he's gonna get clipped. So let me show you. I'm gonna do this right here, and then boom, right there, just like that. Liu Kang's like, oh, nope, not gonna happen, buddy. So you can really space your opponent out and put yourself in these great positions where you can hit your opponent and he can't hit you. Not only that, but it's like, whoa, this guy should be negative. It should be my turn. Nope, you get out of there because there's so much space. And then boom, you make it still your turn. So that's another really nice thing to do. Not only that, you can do this right here and then get this pressure going. So there's just a lot you can do. Experiment. I like to throw my forward 4 because I abuse the shit out that move, but that's just it being me. So there's that. So, you know, use this one and this one wisely. You know, test it out, see what works out for you online. You know, if this works out for you online, you know, shoot me a message or a comment, and that'll be nice. So another stagger that I want to talk about, I actually think this is Scarlet's best stagger. I used to think it was the forward 4 because I'm just obsessed with that move. It's actually this bad boy right here. You can make your opponent feel like this is a mid. It's not a mid, it's a high. But you can make him feel like it's a fucking mid. So, the thing that makes this move so dangerous is that on block, no one has a hit advantage. So let me show you guys some things you can do with it. And honestly, no one has ever like stopped this. And this is super simple. Boom, walk up grab. No one has ever stopped that. I swear, I shit you not. I've played against some really good players online, and then people that I just know that are good. There's not one person that has stopped that. Just this, boom, walk up grab. Not one fucking person. I swear. People are just so scared to get hit by this. Not only that, but to add more game into this walk up grab is that you can throw two and then do excuse me, a walk up grab. You could do 1, 2, and then walk up grab. So it's like, shit, what is he gonna do? 1, 2 walk up grab, or what is he gonna do? Not only that, but here's a nice little honorable mention for this string right here. You could actually do this right here. The last hit is a high, but no one's ever gonna think about blocking that because the last hit for this is a mid. So you could do this to be safe. Not only that, it's still your turn if this lands. You could start gelling your opponent into this or into this. So it's still your turn, which is really nice. So one thing to do is this. Walk up grab. 1, 2, walk up grab. You can't go wrong with that. So now, defensively, what you could actually do is you throw this. You cannot go wrong with that. Absolutely, you cannot go wrong with that. This throws a lot of people off if they decide to challenge your grab game. But, you know, I've never done this in a match. I've seen someone do this in a match and it works. But, you know, you can do that. Another thing you could do is that and fuck with the timing and throw a low. So instead of all this shit coming out, you could do 1, 2, and then throw with the low. I played against a Scarlet player that did this to me, and that shit was really tricky. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, okay, he's gonna stagger me right here, and then he clips me with this. So there's that too. Another thing that if you really want to get that combo, you do 1, 1, 2, 3, just like that. 1, and then just like that. You could really fuck 1, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, just to fuck with them completely on the timing of it. So there's that. And you can just mix it at 1 and then be completely safe for 1, say fuck it, jump up, 1, backdash, and then clip them like this, or 1, 2, backdash, little whip. You know, you can get really creative off of this right here for the fact that it's 3 hits, you know. Same thing as this one, 3 hits. You could really fuck with the timing on this one. So, you know, you do this, step back. So let me show you some examples. So you could do 1, 2, and then do that, 2, like, oh, my turn. No, it's not. There's just so much range in between these. Liu Kang has to have the damn, like right there, you saw that? Like, Liu Kang has to have the read on you to do that. So it could be very fucking annoying to deal with because you just have so many options. This, grab, 1, and then go that, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Like, you could really fuck with your opponent, and that's what makes, to me, this the best stagger, because honestly, you can just throw your opponent off with just so many options, really. You can even do this, and then there's just so much to do. So I would just test this out. One thing that's really good is just throwing it once, taking a little step back, and then throwing that. It's really good, honestly. So then, not only that, the reason why you're gonna want to do that, if you've been just throwing 1 hit and then grabbing all day, you could just 1 and then let's say, okay, oh, he's gonna grab me, neutral duck, he's gonna get clipped with an entire combo. So there's that. So that is probably Scarlet's best stagger move, honestly. Absolutely, like, there's just no doubt about it. So now the last stagger move that I want to talk about is probably my favorite move in this entire game. It's the kick of death. The 2 kicks with the limp dicks. Okay, so the reason why I love this move so much is because the amount of damage you can get from it could really scare your opponent. The first thing you need to do is the old dirty bastard. Boom. One kick into a grab. This never fails me. Never, ever, ever fails me. It's just so good to do. And it just will really fuck with your opponent. And it'll make them do really, really stupid things. So, there's that. Now, another thing is 2 kicks and then I wish I could show you guys this, but this is really hard to do, so let me just break it down for you. Another thing you could do 2 kicks, you block right, like super quick block, like half of a second if you even know what that is, like 1, and then boom, jump up and then clip them. The reason why you're going to want to do this is because you are -1. You're -1, right? And what a lot of people like to do is they do this, and then they'll poke right after. So basically my poke is going to come out in 8 frames. And that could actually throw a lot of people off. So if Liu Kang decides to throw, let me show you. Decide to throw this kick right here, his back 2, it's not going to work. Even his forward 4, it's not going to work because I'm only -1. And this is going to come out in 8 frames. Even if Liu Kang tries to do in his down 1, you know, I'm just going to hit with a down 1 and I can just block right after. There's really no failure in that. But what a lot of people are going to do is throw their down 1. They're not going to throw their fast mids because this is going to come out in 8 frames. And, you know, if you have a 9-frame mid, I will actually beat you to the punch. So that's what makes this move fucking scary because I can basically get a free poke right after. So what you're going to want to do is, because a lot of people are going to poke right after, and if they have a 7-frame poke or 6-frame poke, they can beat you to it. This is what you're going to want to do. 1, 2, block for just a fucking, like, just press it and then let it go. Like, 1, let it go. Like, 1, let it go, and then this is what you can do. You can throw it, 1, 2, block, let it go, and then grab them after their poke. Because if your opponent pokes you, and they're mashing that freaking down 1, they poke you once, you could actually grab them. So there's that. You can do that, poke, get grabbed. You use 814% like a bitch for trying to poke me. Another thing that you can do is what I like to do is you throw it, block for a second, jump up, and then right there the world is yours. Like, one thing I like to do is 1, 2, block, jump up, 1, 2, grab. So that's another thing you could do. Another thing that you could actually do is 1, 2, block, and then whiff punish. Another thing you could do is 1, 2. This is probably the most, like, if I'm trying to win a game, I'm going to be doing this all day because a lot of people just don't know how to deal with crossovers or cross-ups, whatever you call them. Boom. And then you just jump over on plus, and then I could just start, you know, doing whatever I want with you there. So that's one really good thing to do defensively. So there's that. So there's that. Another thing is that honestly, you can just do this, poke, and then the defensive game. But honestly, the move that I really like to do, I know there's a gap in this string, in this right here. I'll show you. But I like to just throw this out a lot, for the simple fact that in my variation, they try poking out of that, they're gonna get clipped, or they try poking out of this right here, they're gonna get clipped. So I actually like to throw this out a lot, just for a third hit, just to program them to, like, you know, challenge me or whatever. So you could just set them up. You could just start doing stuff like this to them, and like, okay, that the last hit's a high, I could poke out of that. So then you do 1, 2, poke, and then you can start punishing them from there. So with this stagger, honestly, best thing to do: 1 hit into a grab, 2 hits into a grab if you're feeling it, and then boom, 1, 2, block and get the fuck out, or, you know, whatever it is you want to do. You could do 1, 2, block, grab, or whatever it is. So there's that. And then you could also challenge them with their down 1. You can start doing mind game 1, boom, stuff like that. So there's a lot you can do off of her staggers. So yeah, there's that. Her other moves are just I don't think they're good stagger moves. Her whip, it's for pressure. This is for pressure and getting health back. To me, like, this is what this move is all about. That, and then